Hey everybody, this is your girl Frida, and today we're going to do lashes. Okay, first thing you want to do, let me talk to you first about some things. In order to do lashes, you must have mascara. A good lash glue that I use is Duo. I do use antifungal hair bonding glue. But if you have never done lashes before and you do not know how to do lashes, please do not use this. This can get in your eye and mess your eye up. This is latex, so you do not want to put this in your eye, okay? If you don't know how to do lashes, you've never done lashes before, take this and put it over here. That's not for you. So, I found Max sells Duo, and also I found this small box. It's a smaller box than my actual Duo that I get from Mac. Let me show you the difference. Okay, and I found this at my local CVS, and it was like $6.90-something. So check out your local CVS. They might have that there, so just check it out. Also, in makeup school that I have been in, which is Von Lee, we use this lash grip adhesive strip, okay, and that's pretty good. I think just about any kind of glue is really good. It's just you have to find the technique that works for you. The technique that I'm going to show you, I think you can try it with any lash glue, but like I said, I use the Duo for this. Now, I do use two things, and I do use my hands. So first thing first, when you get your stuff laid out, you want to make sure you sanitize and clean your hands. You want to put a paper towel down because you're messing around your eye area, okay? So, I do use a cuticle stick, and that's for to put the glue on my eye and also on my lash. Now, I just was told I can't use tweezers, you guys. I'm learning just like you. I have a problem with tweezers. You know, I feel like I'm going to stick myself in the eye. But then a good friend of mine told me, you know, I use this once and I throw it in the trash. But a good friend of mine told me that I shouldn't use these because I can jab myself in the eye, or I shouldn't use these on clients. So I'm going to have to really work on that tweezers thing. Or you can use a long Q-tip. Okay? So the first thing we want to do, I want to move a little closer. And I just have on white eyeshadow, a little glimmer, because I want you guys to get close to my lashes as much as I can. Now, it doesn't really matter what kind of mascara you use, but one thing's first with your mascara, don't do this. You're pumping air inside your mascara. You want to go around like that in circles. You never want to pump air into your mascara. You know how when you get mascara and what happens is your mascara starts to flake on you and flake in your eye and stuff like that, and you're like, oh my god. That's why, because you're not using it, you're pumping air in it, and also it got to do with the quality of the mascara. Now, first thing we want to do, and I'm going to use another mirror down here, so I'm looking down. You're going to go downward with your lash. You're going to do a downward motion. Your eye is going to be closed when you do this, ladies. And I'm doing it with my eye open so I can see. You want to get close to that lash line as you possibly can. Now, once you do that, you also want to go back upwards. Now, if I have a trick for those of you who are like, okay, I can put nothing in my eye, I'm a blinker. This is what you're going to do. You're going to hold this mascara close to your eye, and you're going to blink down. Blink down, see? And I do a lot of my friends and clients that way. Now, you don't want the mascara to clump on you, so you want to do an even swoop with it, okay? And you don't want to clump it up, so you don't want to keep doing passes and passes, okay? If you have blonde lashes, what you want to do is you want to get a slight, like a paintbrush or a small brush, and you want to dip this inside your mascara, and you want to actually paint on your lashes. If you have those lash, you know, those long lashes. But we put our mascara on, and I will be back in a few seconds with my next setup. Okay, we're back. Now, this is what I want you to do. I use the top lid of whatever my lashes came in to do this. You're going to put a dab of glue. Not, I wouldn't say this big, but this is still good. On your little cover here. And what I do is I turn my lashes around like they will go on my eye. And usually the smaller part that you will see here will usually go in this part. Now I do use, now this is going to be kind of hard for me to show you guys. I kind of roll them off my sheet as much as I can. You will find sometimes they are tacky, so I'll just bend the paper and pull them off. Be careful not to pull the lash, because you can break the lash off this line. Now what you want to do is you want to put it up to your eye, and you want to measure it first, ladies and gentlemen, or whoever, because we got a lot of gentlemen who's doing this. You want to measure your eye. You want to put it all on your lash line. And this adhesive is not staying. So you want to make sure this is a good fit for your eye. Let me move in a little closer. And it's just about a good fit for my eye. I like my lashes a little thick, but you want to measure. And if it's too long, hold your finger right where it's too long. Take it off and use some cuticle scissors, which are really good, or your hair scissors that you just use for lashes, okay? Don't use any household scissors to put in your eye, because you're messing around in your eye. Like I said, it's very important, okay? These are the things you see out of. So you want to make sure that you're as clean as possible. So you're going to cut that little area off if you need it. I'm going to use the whole lash. So you're going to cut just that little part off, okay, with your scissors. So you're going to hold it right there and just cut it. But I'm going to use the whole thing. So what you're going to do now is you're going to prepare your eye, okay? And what I do is I go ahead and I use one bead and I go around the lash, okay? See the little bead? And that's why the cuticle stick comes in. You can see how it's shaped? It comes in handy to keep that bead going. Now sometimes if you're an expert, you can cut the duo into a slip this way, and if you know how to bead it, you can do it that way, okay? And the reason why I am putting it on my lash first is because you have to do something else. Now, you can blow on it if this is your lash, not a problem. If you are putting it on someone else because your germs come out of your mouth, you need to fan it, okay? Let you know this, your germs come out of your mouth regardless if you're spitting or not. So if you're putting it on somebody else, make sure you do not blow it. Have them blow it, or you fan it, or however, or put it in front of the fan, okay? And you want to wait till that glue becomes really like white, because it becomes tacky then. Now what you want to do, now this is going to be hard for me to show you guys, but I'm going to try. You want to put a bead, little droplets. Now you can use, what's a good tool too, is a toothpick. That's what we used in school, but I like this better because I can handle it better. And you're going to put beads on that line, your lash line. Not on the lashes, which I just did, so I'm going to make sure I get that off, okay? So you're going to continue. You never see lashes going into this area, so you're going to put the lash bit right there, okay? I don't know if you can see the, I'm trying to get closer, but that's the last bit you want to put there. You don't want to go any beyond that area. I'm going to put a little bit more because I have a thicker lash that's going on, okay? So that area right here, you don't want to put any lashes going right here because that's not natural looking. So what do you want to do is you want to wait till that, and also the lash that you have sitting here, is transparent. So I'll be back with that one.